Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, man? It's another Exile podcast. With my brother E Rock, man. We're gonna talk about today. Well, the artist formerly known as E Rock, man. We're gonna talk on our views about Indiana Jones and what Phil Spencer said. You know what I mean? It was breaking news to me when I was with my brother Unlimited on his show, and I seen that. About Phil kind of lying. So we had to put him on blast about that. And we're going to talk about Indiana Jones, going to, PlayStation and different things like that. But first off, what's up, Emmanuel A1? Glad you're in the building, man. It's going to be me, E-Rock. Just a one-on-one real quick. We're not excluding our whole crew. It's just that we wanted to do this real quick. Maybe we'll do another one on the weekend or something. But yeah, I want to get E-Rock's his real thoughts and opinions, because when he was on with me and Tuck yesterday, he was out doing errands, taking care of mom, different things like that, bro. And he had to go. So we got a while here. We're gonna be here for about over an hour. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about what we think about Gamescom, what Phil Spencer said in the past up till today, and about Indiana Jones, man. So what's up, E-Rock, man? Hey, man, tell everybody how you been, man.
Hey man, this is E-Rock X, always the Don King of Xbox, always the hype man for the Xbox brand. And whether or not I have a YouTube channel or not, that's why I have my friends, Sega Man 101, my number one with a gun always, because these podcasts were his idea originally. Unlimited production. He bought eventually whenever he gets settled in and decide to do podcasting again. And our boy Tuck Master, DGX Tuck Master, man, it was a great being a part of the his Lines Den podcast finally, and I think this is a good idea. This is how it's going to be from now on with me and Sega
Yeah.
Man. Sega Man wants to bring, and I want to bring the Exile podcast back. So instead of doing a full scale Exile podcast, we got to get it how we can. Sega Man is very busy. He works at night. I'm taking care of family right now. And so, we get in where we can, and we do these little chats with me and Sega Man. And it's good to get our thoughts out there. And it's always good to be with my man Sega Man, because uh, we're not internet friends. We're friends. This
Right.
nigga been in my house. Came with my house, busted my toilet bowl. So these, niggas, these dudes, they're friends for life. So and that's what Xbox and gaming does, man. True gamers, it brings people together, like Mr. 100, like damn man, Flip Money. It brings people together. Shout out to those dudes. And so it's always great whenever I can get together with Unlimited Production, Sega Man 101, Tuck Master, even our man, Other Zinc, or Sega Man calls him Outer Zinc, and Dea, the first
Yes,
lady in chat.
that's
So,
right.
one day we'll all get back together
We
again.
will.
But until then, man, it's me and Sega Man holding it down. So, I'm ready to talk about whatever the topic is. And I'm sure I know what the topic is. The topic is Indiana Jones going to PlayStation 5. And so what do you want to know, Sega Man? You want to know how I feel, or how am I feeling today? Because I felt very different 2 days ago when I was with
Yeah.
you, and
Yeah.
I've had time to think about it.
Yeah.
And
And
my
you
go
go ahead,
ahead.
E. What were we saying?
Well, no, go ahead with your question because I'm sure you got something you want to set up. Go ahead, brother.
Well, what I wanted to say is, Emmanuel A1, feel free also to give your thoughts and opinions to me and E-Rock on the show also. Well, E-Rock, this is not really something that bothers me at all, because I already know, E-Rock, that we are the number one gaming system right now on the planet, because we got a lot of games to play. Like your boy Sega Man always says, and I've been saying for a few years now, man, my slogan is we're eating good over here. So it
Yeah,
doesn't matter if they get a little piece of the pie. Okay, to be honest with you, as a true gamer and a collector, it doesn't matter. Okay, because what matters is the end result of that, E-Rock. Because if they do get Indiana Jones, and I believe in my heart and soul that they're not going to support it and they're not going to buy it like that. They're not. I really believe that. Unlimited Production has said it on his show, The Unlimited Truth. Tuckmaster has said it on The Lion's Den. Hebot has said it, and go check out Hebot. He did a fantastic video about this Indiana Jones thing. Go check Hebot's video out. It was fantastic. So big shout out to my man Hebot, the most powerful gamer. And also I want to give a shout out before we start also to my brother NWO Prime, man. My thoughts are with you, my brother. You know, he's an OG out here. I did a video talking about our brother, showing my respect and appreciation for NWO Prime out here in these gaming streets. So my thoughts go out to you, brother. I hope you're listening. But E-Rock, brother, I don't care, honestly, E, if they get it. It doesn't matter, because a lot of those dudes over there is real PlayStation dudes, don't get me wrong. But they're not on social media like these bums out here, like these PlayStation tethers. They're the ones out here, you know, oh, Xbox is definitely did now that we got Indiana Jones. I guess Forza and Halo and Gears are coming too. You know, all this stuff that they rinse and repeat. When they got those 4 first games, E-Rock, they said it then. Now that they're getting Indiana Jones, they're saying again, but you got to understand something. Indiana Jones is not an in-house, actually, Microsoft IP. It's not Gears of War. It's not Halo. It's not Forza. It's not Fable. Okay? So I'm not too worried about it. Now, if it was something like a Gears of War, I'm gonna have to turn my grin up. But it's not. But we know, E-Rock, that they are not going to support that game. Yes, you will have some that will, I don't know, maybe buy the game. All right, they probably will. But a lot of them dudes, E-Rock, are nothing but PlayStation tethers, and all they do is whine and complain. There'll probably be one coming in here while we're on. You know, there'll be one coming on while we're on. But it doesn't matter. You don't hurt me in E-Rock. Let me say that real quick, because I want to hear my brother E-Rock spit. You don't hurt me or E-Rock. You don't hurt Hebot. You definitely don't hurt Unlimited Productions, Tuck, Other Zinc, First Lady of X, you know, our other crew with 100. You're not hurting us by coming on. You're really not. You know what I mean? We play games. We support our developers. We support Xbox. That's why we keep getting all these studios. That's why we keep getting all these games, because we buy the games and we support Xbox, and we're part of the ecosystem. We're invested in these games. We're invested, and we support the developers and Game Pass. We definitely support Game Pass and keep Game Pass a rolling. You know what I mean? So on that note, E-Rock, brother, what do you honestly think about this? Well, actually, let me ask you this, E-Rock. Back when Phil Spencer said that Starfield and Indiana Jones was not going to go over to any other console, what is your thoughts and opinions on that, E-Rock?
I think he should have been a little bit more transparent, because it comes off as if he lied to the Xbox community. That's how it comes off. That's how it looks.
Yeah.
And that's there's no other way around that. There's no sugarcoating that. There's no spinning it. I mean, he lied. He lied. You know, much the way a politician lies, he lied. And I think that if you were more transparent with the Xbox community, there wouldn't be all this backlash. There's always going to be your Destin Legarys, your Paris Lilies, these YouTubers, your lunatics like Dreamcast guy. There's always going to be people who are going to talk shit about Xbox. Ironically, Sega Man 101, ironically,
yeah,
the one of the few guys that is looking at this with a common sense lens is, believe it or not, this PC gamer YouTuber named Oh No It's Alex. That dude who I used to have run-ins with. Like, you know, we just had a minor run-in, but I mean, a lot of what he says makes a lot of sense. A lot of what he says, so he analyzed the situation and said that Xbox fans being mad about Indiana Jones being on PlayStation, and PlayStation fans celebrating Indiana Jones going to PlayStation, is absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous, number one, he said, because one, if you have Game Pass, you're getting Indiana Jones for free. So
Right.
basically, PlayStation is getting our sloppy seconds again,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like we just
Mm-hmm.
got this, like we just got this sloppy seconds. Kenna Bridge of Spirits. This is what it is now, man. It's going to be a generation of sloppy seconds. So we're getting Indiana Jones for free when 5 months from now they're going to be paying $70 to play Indiana Jones, which they're not going to do. Which they're not going to do, like you said, Sika, man. They're not. They don't buy their own games, so why would they buy our games?
Right.
So I think my view today, August 23rd, is a lot different than my view was August 21st when I talked to you and Tuck. My
Mm-hmm.
view August 21st was that Phil Spencer shouldn't have lied to us, and you have to understand why Xbox gamers are really mad about this. The Xbox community, most of them are really mad about this and not looking at this through a common sense lens. The common sense lens, again, is that we're getting Indiana Jones for free and that PlayStation gamers got to pay $70 for it. The common sense lens, Sega Man, is that um, that's more money going into Xbox. There's more money going into Xbox. Whatever sales that game makes on PlayStation 5, that's more money going into Xbox. And we've come to realize now that Phil Spencer is running a business. And with that said, they're going to do whatever they got to do to make money. And we just have to accept it. It is what it is. The reason why the Xbox community are mad is because they don't want PlayStation gamers playing our games at all. And I
Mm-hmm.
can understand why. Um, I know that Oh No is Alex, and a lot of you don't understand this. You will have to understand this, and in order to understand this, you would have had to been around not from 2005 to 2013. You would have had to been around Sega Man like you were from 2013 to 2019 when PlayStation did everything in their power to keep content off of Xbox. When PlayStation gamers didn't want you playing their games at all, right?
Right.
So every time something like Sea of Thieves went over to PlayStation, or Hi-Fi Rush went over to PlayStation, or now Indiana Jones goes over to PlayStation, it's like a blow to Xbox fans because a lot of them, and including a small part of me, are still caught up in this console war bullshit. And if you would just let that console war shit go, which these PlayStation fanboys are never going to do, Dreamcast guy is never going to do because he's making money off of this console war.
Right. Right.
His stupid videos are getting clicks and views. Crap Gamer is never going to let go of this console war. I've seen all the videos by now. I've seen Kid Smooth talk about it. These guys are hurt because the way they feel, it looks like Xbox is giving up on Xbox. They're not. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
Like Xbox is the only company, Sega Man. And can you hear me clearly?
Yes, brother. Can hear you.
Yeah. At some point during this show, I may have to duck out for a second and
It's all
check
right.
on family, but I'll be
It's
back.
all right. All right.
Um, Xbox is the only company that when they divest and diversify, it's looked at as a bad thing. Oh my God. Oh my God, Sega Man. They just put including me. I was the biggest one. I lost my mind when they put Sea of Thieves on PlayStation 5 for personal reasons. And I've explained that before that Sea of Thieves should have never gone
Right.
over there because the PlayStation audience was the main ones clowning Sea of Thieves back in 2018. See, these bad feelings between, you can call it the console war, oh no, it's Alex and Fratanga, but these bad feelings between PlayStation gamers and Xbox gamers have gone on forever. And it's never
Mm-hmm.
going to stop. It's never going to stop.
Nope,
It's
it's not.
because it's going to keep going on. And it looked like on the surface that Phil keeps this shit going on, but Xbox is the only company that when they diversify and divest, when they go into new avenues to make money, like putting Xbox on Amazon Fire Stick or
Yeah.
putting Xbox in the televisions or their partnership with Amazon or Xbox putting Indiana Jones on PlayStation. It looks like a betrayal, but what it is business. It's just business. And the PlayStation fans and the Xbox fans, they don't see it like that because the old way of thinking is Sega Man is you have to have exclusive games for people to buy your box. But maybe Xbox is becoming more than a box. Maybe it's becoming this global brand where you just need a device to play your Xbox. And with
Mm-hmm.
that being said, it's come to light now that Indiana Jones was never an Xbox exclusive. It was a timed exclusive, and it's come to light now that Disney never wanted it to be an exclusive. Disney owns Indiana Jones, not Xbox. Xbox owns Bethesda, but Disney owns Indiana Jones. Do you see what I'm saying, Sega Man?
Yeah. And you know
So
what, E-Rock, real
go ahead.
quick, just to
Mhm.
capitalize on what you said, brother. Yeah, it is the time exclusives that we see, but they're going to damage control that. Well, Phil probably already knew that, and he should have just said that the first time he came up. But he might not have known that. Maybe they were telling him, well, it's not going to be. Like some people are saying right now, maybe it was back then. Maybe he thought it was. I don't know, but they're saying that he probably already knew that.
He did. He had to have.
Yeah.
He had to have, and I think I don't know why he did what he did in that interview with him and whoever that was when they asked is Starfield and Indiana Jones coming to PlayStation, and he said no. I don't know why he did that, but I found that in business it's best to be transparent and be
Mm-hmm.
truthful with the audience so that stuff like this doesn't happen. Because you got Xbox gamers who they needed Indiana Jones to be part of their console war. They needed Indiana Jones to be part of their list wars. And now you don't have that. But the reality of it is you getting Indiana Jones for free. If you have Xbox, you're still winning. But like
Mm-hmm.
I know the perception is, oh man, we're losing, and Phil and them don't care about Xbox no more. And now that I see it from a business standpoint, it's quite the opposite. They care deeply about their investors and their shareholders. So
Mm-hmm.
you need to get over that whole, well, we got to keep games on Xbox. But like, what if they don't sell on Xbox? Maybe if you Xbox gamers actually bought these games, the board of directors wouldn't be fucking entertaining this idea to diversify and put them on other platforms. Do you see what I'm saying, Sega Man?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
many of these niggas bought Hi-Fi Rush? How many of these niggas bought Scorn? I know you did. I know you bought Hi-Fi
Yes, I
Rush.
did. Yes, I did.
How many of these niggas bought Redfall? Not a lot of them because I've seen the YouTube videos and them talking shit about Redfall. So when you don't buy these games and you know that the Xbox board of directors now, they want to be more involved with Xbox because Xbox is successful. That's how you know it's successful because Xbox, the brand, made more money last year than Windows. Do you know what the fuck Windows is? So Xbox made more money than Windows. So now the board of directors is more interested than ever in Xbox. Xbox is not going nowhere. Xbox is not dying. You're talking about a 650 or 700 billion dollar company owned by a $2 trillion company. If something in your brain, Dreamcast guy, or something in your brain, all you YouTubers tell you that Xbox is dying, then you got a different take than all of us do because a company that's dying wouldn't be able to buy Activision. A company that's dying wouldn't be able to buy Bethesda. And again, I keep posing the same question, Sega Man. If PlayStation was doing so good, why didn't they buy Activision? Nobody's ever given me an answer, Sega Man.
Because they can't. They
Thank you.
can't afford it. They also
Thank,
can't afford it.
thank you, Tone. Thank you, Sega Man.
That's
It's a,
why they
it's a
told them
simple
to no. They can't afford it.
it's a simple question, and it shouldn't take Sega Man to answer it. You PlayStation fans who keep telling us Xbox is dying. Well, why didn't PlayStation buy Activision? They can never answer that question. They don't want to answer that question because they know the truth. But the perception is always every time something goes wrong with Xbox, they raise the price of Game Pass, Hi-Fi Rush. And I know it's a bad look because in the last 3 months, they raised the price of Game Pass. They sold Hi-Fi Rush to another publisher. And
Mm-hmm.
now it turns out Indiana Jones was always going to be a timed exclusive. It, all of this stuff together looks like a bad look. But then when you just sit back and look at it, it's all just business. And for you PlayStation fans who are out there doing backflips and celebrating and doing the electric boogaloo and the electric slide down the street, yeah, we're getting your games. You're paying $70 for our games, fool. And also, um, you guys, every last one of you that buys Indiana Jones, you're putting money in the Xbox's pocket. So who's winning? Who's winning? And why are you celebrating? Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
right. You're celebrating because Xbox gamers, they can't be happy They're miserable. Do you see how silly Sega Man this fucking console war is?
Yeah,
And then
and you know,
and then and then and then I'm gonna get back. I'll let you finish that thought. Then man, yesterday I'm with you and Tuck, and
hmm
I went back to watch Tuck's video, man. To give him a view and support our brother. I
yeah,
see dudes like I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man.
go ahead.
I'm 55
Say
years old.
anything on here. This is Exile. Go ahead.
I see guys like T Reaper in Sega and Tuck's comment section talking about, well, we got Black Myth Wukong, a timed exclusive. It's coming to Xbox next year. We got Concord. Concord has already failed. Its numbers aren't shit on PlayStation or Steam. All y'all
hmm
got is Call of Duty. Yeah, T Reaper, we got Call of Duty and Stalker and Indiana Jones for free and Avowed and Perfect Dark Zero and fucking and Clockwork Revolution. Where you want to stop, dude? Where you want to stop? Xbox has games like 3-1 to PlayStation. So I'm like, what bugs me about T Reaper, man? What bugs me
What's that?
about T Reaper is y'all niggas supported him. You supported him. He bought
Yeah, man.
he bought
Yeah.
support. He bought was there to call the ambulance when this nigga was having a motherfucking seizure, right?
hmm
And so you gonna do some slimy shit, right? And turn against us because you got a PlayStation?
Yeah, man.
You a piece of shit, bro. Come at me if you want. Please do. You piece of shit, bro. And see, when I let T Reaper and them and a few other dudes go from the Exile podcast 3 years
hmm
ago, I
Yeah.
know I know I seem like a bad guy, but there was a reason why I did that shit, Tony. I did that shit because I'm like, man, these dudes ain't true Xbox. I felt it. I
Yeah.
felt it.
Yeah.
These dudes, they want clout. They wanted friends. They want to be accepted. But your friends was dudes like Sega Man, who was always looking out for you, calling you, seeing how you was doing. Tuck calling you, seeing how you was
Yep.
doing.
Yep.
He-Bot, who saw you having a motherfucking seizure
Yep.
and called the ambulance because your friends was around you and your PlayStation buddies would have just let you die there. Oh, damn, E-Rock, you just got serious right now. Well, let's get fucking serious. You want to go and pull an Iron Wolf on us or go and pull a motherfucking the crap gamer on us? I don't respect that, dude. I don't respect that. And these guys, Tony, Sega Man, and He-Bot, these guys supported you, man. And so I hope that your new PlayStation friends and your new PlayStation love, I hope they call an ambulance for you next time you have a seizure, dude. You know what I mean? Maybe they won't be around because this fucking new crowd that you with, they don't have friends. They have accomplices who sit around and, oh, we hate Xbox. Xbox sucks. But true friends look out for you the way He-Bot looks out for us. The way the Sega Man looks out for us. The way the Sega Man and He-Bot looked out for you. And for you to turn against us over some fucking toys, it just shows who you are, bro. I'm sorry, Sega Man. I didn't mean
No,
to.
no, no. You need to no. This is Exile, and you have to. And on this show, guys, and you guys know this. Our brothers on this show, they say how they feel. It doesn't matter. They say how they feel because I gotta agree with E-Rock. I kind of feel the same. I mean, I know. I could tell that T Reaper wasn't really a Xbox dude. I just let him go because he needed some. We were his friends and he came on and chopped up game with us about gaming, and sometimes he would clown the PlayStation brand, but I always knew that he wasn't really that Xbox dude. He would play certain Xbox games, and all he ever did was just run through them, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like he would stay up all night, run through them to beat the game. I mean, he did play Halo. I'll give him that. His game at the time was Halo, but when Call of Duty came out, on the when it was on Xbox. I mean, that's all he played on Xbox. And then when he got his PS5, that's when he started turning left, and that's fine. But if you want to turn left, man, you know what I mean. That's on you, man. We're a centric Xbox podcast, but I mean, you could be respectful and own both systems, like our brother Unlimited. He owns both systems, and he's very respectful on his thoughts and what he thinks about both systems. He didn't do that. He wanted to come in here and try to take over the show and PlayStation this and that, and I'm like, nah, man. Now, if you want to do that, go on a PlayStation, podcast and do that. Be respectful to my channel.
No, no,
You know what I mean?
nobody minds you buying a PlayStation. That's great.
Right,
That's fucking
right.
fantastic. But don't do what Iron Wolf and T Reaper did and buy a PlayStation and try to bury your friends. Oh, you guys are
Right.
crazy. Or this blah blah this blah blah this blah blah this. Like, no, dude, that doesn't carry no weight with us. The reason why Hebot is so respected in the gaming community and as a friend and Mr. 100 is because those dudes never flip flop. And what I mean by flip flop, I don't mean changing consoles. Who cares about that? Who cares about these
Right,
plastic boxes?
right.
What I mean is turning against the community that had your back. The
Yeah,
community, this
I
dude.
have to agree.
I don't
Have
know if
to
you know who
agree.
this dude Iron Wolf was. He was a YouTuber that rocked out with Hebot and Mr. 100, right? And they used to do
Hmm.
a podcast called the Direct X Podcast.
That's right.
And he
I was
this nigga
there.
got a PlayStation and he turned against them. These dudes, Hebot and them would buy him games, probably helped him out with money, probably paid his fucking rent from time to time. Because these dudes is
Hmm.
always some kind of fucking help all the goddamn time. And
Hmm.
this dude goes and gets a Japanese box and turns against his friends.
Yeah.
And it's like that shit don't carry no weight with me, dog. And I saw how TV did you, but like to see him still lingering around in Tuck's comment section with dumb shit, Tuck don't bother nobody, man. And when y'all
Nope.
start fucking,
He don't.
when y'all start fucking with Tuck, y'all fucking with me. That's my job to fuck with Tuck. Don't y'all,
Yeah.
don't y'all come in here messing with Tuck. So when y'all start messing with Tuck or Sega Man or Hebot,
Limited.
yeah, we got each other's backs. We got each other's backs. We had each other's backs since day one. We bleed green over here. We gonna bleed green until we in the dirt, bro. So I mean, it's cool if you want to be a PlayStation guy, but I just think that's dirt McGirt for you to be like, coming in here trying to troll us when these niggas gave you a chance. They tried to be friends with you, really. You know,
Well,
Thomas
actually,
Barker.
Erock, you're right.
They
We
tried to
are
be
the
fucking
only
friends with
ones.
your ass.
You're right, Erock. We are the only ones, and this is the truth. When he rocked out with brother Next Gen 720, all they did was clown him and make fun of him, man. We
I
gave him a
know.
we wa- I
I
wanted to
know.
give him a real chance. Now,
I
if he wanted to be part of that and he knew about that and all that, that's on him. But I wanted to give this dude a real chance to be part of a gaming podcast and not be ridiculed or say stuff about him and making fun and stuff like that. And those dudes did that. And like you said, Hebot has a good heart. Hebot did help him out by calling in, like you said, calling the ambulance, different things like that. But man, if you want to have a PlayStation 5, that's cool. But I have to agree with E-Rock. Also, Chad, I have to agree with E-Rock. I don't have nothing. I don't really have nothing against the dude. But what he did was wrong. What he did was wrong. And you know what I'm saying? If you want to have a PlayStation 5, hey man, that's cool. Do you? But don't come and try to you know be a troll in my podcast with my Xbox brothers, and this is an Xbox centric channel. Why would you're disrespecting me by doing that?
No,
If you
no,
want to be
none,
a troll, go be a troll somewhere
no,
else.
no, none,
You know what I
none of
mean?
them, none of them PlayStation dudes is gonna have him in a podcast because they would take one look at him and clown him. They would take
Yeah,
one look at him and clown him.
and they
Believe
don't
me,
care.
I was in a PlayStation podcast. They tried to clown me.
I know.
Do I
I
look?
remember I listened to that.
Do I look like a nigga who should be clowned with? But they
Nope.
see they didn't know
You know?
who I was or how I looked. They just knew I was they just knew I was an Xbox dude. But them motherfuckers, all they care about on those podcasts is trolling Xbox. It's like Xbox dominates 99% of their day. Them niggas wake up, they wash their ass, brush their teeth, and talk about Xbox all fucking day
Maybe.
to a time of bed. Maybe, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe they wash their ass and brush their teeth. But
Yeah.
like, and this is how you know Xbox is truly the number one brand on the planet because what's in the news cycle every day? What is Dustin Legary, Paris Lily, Oh Noah's Alex? What is all these dudes talking about? Xbox.
Yep.
Y'all need to
Yep.
go, since y'all talk about this shit so much, y'all need to go buy some stock in that shit, and maybe our lives will get the fuck better. But
Mm-hmm.
as a gamer Sega man, I couldn't be more happy with Xbox. I was mad at Phil was second for lying. I think he should be more transparent. I think if you are really the CEO and you really run shit, you have to be transparent with your consumers. But with that being said, this is a business and Microsoft is out to make money. It is what it is, man. I don't even care what's coming to PlayStation next because whatever the fuck is coming, we getting it first and we getting it for free. That's the main gist of all of this. And if an outsider like Oh no, it's Alex, and he is an outsider, all right, he's an outsider, he's a PC gamer. He's an outsider. I only seen this nigga a couple of years ago. You know, he made a video about Kid Smooth, and he's saying Pete Kid Smooth ain't a real gamer. I'm like, whoa, slow up, slow up, slow up, slow up. Me and Kid Smooth got our differences, but Kid Smooth is a real gamer. You know, he been flip flopping lately, but Kid Smooth has been all about gaming since 2013. So you know, an outsider like Oh No, it's Alex. You know, as much as I like some of his content, you know, an outsider like Oh No, it's Alex and Fratanga, you can't be coming here talking about a real gamer like Kid Smooth. Kid
Right.
Smooth, for all of our differences, he got me started in YouTube. He is a true gamer. This nigga lives and breathes that shit. He flip flops lately because it's popular to flip flop on Xbox. But Kid Smooth been all about that gaming shit since 2014. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. 100 is about that gaming shit. Okay, T Reaper, the big no, not T. Excuse me, T Reaper used to be about that shit. The Big Kahuna, um, all these guys, man, they about even fucking Next Gen 720. He's about that shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, these dudes that's been around for a minute, like Solid Rev. You know what I mean? Another YouTuber you may not have heard of, but he been around for a minute, Solid Rev. These dudes,
Yeah.
man, they live and breathe this shit. You're not gonna come in here and talk shit about the OGs, nigga. Get your fucking ass out of here. Hell, I'm
Mm-hmm.
an OG. You're not gonna sit around and talk shit about these OGs like Hebot. These motherfuckers have been in this shit for a minute. Mr. 100, Flip Money. These, especially Hebot. Hebot will tell you the history of some shit. A company called Data East. Hebot and Sega Man. These motherfuckers is well versed in the gaming. These niggas that had systems that people have forgot about. So you're not gonna come in here and try to clown them because Xbox had the more compelling product. Xbox is still killing it. You know what I mean? I forgot we already got Stalker 2 preloaded, bro.
And
I may
yeah,
not even
me too.
I may not even fucking like Stalker 2, but I got it. You know, when was all y'all got is Call of Duty. Yeah, motherfucker, but we got it, don't we? And we got it for free. So eat your heart out. Yeah. Oh, well, Indiana Jones is multi-platform. Yeah, but we got it, don't we? December 5th. Already preloaded for free, dude. So like Sega Man always says, and he should have got that shit patented and copyrighted. We eating good over here.
Yes, sir.
And so to get back to close out on all this Indiana Jones stuff, I was a little bit upset about it 2 days ago, but I've had a whole 72 hours to think about it, man. And if putting, you see, things don't happen overnight either. Like I said, Indiana Jones was always going to be multiplat. It was always going to be multiplat. Disney owns that IP, not Xbox. Xbox owns Bethesda. This deal was probably in place 3 or 4 years ago, Sega Man. We just didn't know about it. But
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked for Phil Spencer to tell us about it. I would have liked for him to have, been more transparent. So did D-Botch and the rest of these Xbox dudes and Double Barrel, Mr. Boomstick, and all these guys and Colt Eastwood don't get their hopes up because these guys, whether they want to admit it or not, they are involved in the console war. And in a way, Phil Spencer, you are in the console war. You are in the console war until PlayStation goes away. And somehow y'all keep putting these motherfuckers on life support. My thing is, me and Sega Forever's thing is, let them die. Why do you keep throwing them a lifeline? But Indiana Jones isn't a lifeline because, like Sega Man said, Sega Man knows y'all like he knows the back of his hand. Y'all not gonna buy Indiana Jones.
Nope.
Y'all didn't buy Sea of Thieves. Y'all didn't buy Hi-Fi Rush. Y'all don't buy y'all game. Y'all not gonna buy Concord. Y'all not going to buy Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong is selling more on Steam in China than it's selling over here. That's the hot game right now, Black Myth Wukong. It's
Mm-hmm.
coming to Xbox next year. I mean, it's a game by a Korean studio that looks like a Souls-like, but everybody says it's not a Souls-like. It's kind of good. I'm interested in it. I'll check it out when they lower the price for that shit. But y'all PlayStation dudes don't buy y'all games. Yeah, you supposedly got 53 million consoles out there and only sold 1 million copies of Spider-Man. That ain't no money. That ain't no money. So it is what it is, man. And so all I'm asking the Xbox community to do, D-Batch and everybody's to calm down and look at this shit now. You can't look at Xbox in that way you looked at Sega and Nintendo. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Those days is over, man. This company is a business, Xbox. And if the money is going to be putting a game over on PlayStation, they're going to get that money. PlayStation is the ones going to go out of business. PlayStation is the ones that's dying because they still ain't figured out yet. They haven't figured out a strategy yet. Why do you think Sega Man, PlayStation's putting their shit on PC? They're trying to figure out a strategy, man. They're trying to figure out how to make money. They need money. They need money anytime their former president, fucking crying and lying Jim Ryan, went around the world trying to stop the Activision deal. That was purposeful. They did not want Call of Duty coming to Xbox because you know, ain't no way nobody over there is gonna pay $70 for Call of Duty when you can get it for free over on Xbox. So Xbox is dying. Xbox is done. This is more proof that Xbox is dying. Are they dying or are they making money? I just need you to answer this question. Oh, you're damage controller. I ain't gotta. Why do I need the damage control? I'm getting Indiana Jones for free, and you paying for it.
Yeah.
Sega Man, help me out with this. What is it a damage control?
That's the thing, E-Rock. That's the thing. They know. See, here's the thing. A lot of them PlayStation Tether dudes, they're not. Some of them are not dumb. All right. Some of them do know that with Game Pass, we get it day and date for free. And the only way that they can make themselves feel better is to come over to my podcast, especially I love bothering our brother Sega Forever. Big shouts out to Sega Forever. You know, just did a show the other night. They like to bother them and they like to damage control everything about Xbox because PlayStation's not going to give them that. PlayStation's not going to give them Indiana Jones inside their so-called subscription-based day and date for free. You're not going to get that at all. You're going to pay $70 plus tax. You're not going to get that. But you get it over here. If you pay monthly for Game Pass, what is it now? Is it $18.99 or something like that? $17.99, whatever it is.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good deal because that's a $70 game. That's a fire game, a big, huge game that's coming in there. Gears of War E-Day, Fable, all these games coming in there. Perfect Dark. Yeah. All these games coming in there.
Damn, I forgot we getting Gears of War E-Day. And you got nigga Thomas Barker talking about some y'all got nothing. Nigga, you got nothing.
Right. Right.
Yo, Sega Man, not to cut you off. We got so many games I done forgot about shit. I done forgot about Gears of War E-Day.
Yeah. We got so many games coming that's going to be in Game Pass. What's up, First Lady of X? Daya's in the building. What's up, Daya? We got all this stuff coming. Hebot just dropped in the building. We got all this stuff coming, and we're not paying full price for it. And they know this. You got to watch Hebot's. It was a great video, man. He did a fantastic job on there.
Yeah, he might be doing drive-bys and not calling nobody, man. I might have a talk with him.
He's in the chat right now. Yeah, he's in the chat right now.
Well, he don't be calling us or nothing, Sega Man. I thought that we broke bread with this man. You've been to his crib. He don't call nobody. It's all good though. We love him.
He said, E-Rock, they never played the Indiana Jones game from the Collective, which we can play back and pat on the Xbox Series X.
Yeah, Indiana Jones and Emperor's Tomb. Yeah,
they never played it then. So what makes you think they're going to go out now and buy this game? They're only doing it to be PlayStation tethers and damage control Xbox and to say, oh well, I guess we're going to get the rest of your games now and all. Just the same old stuff that's just
to stick it to us, Sega Man. That's all it is. Just to stick it to us because they miserable over there. Just to stick it to us. Hey, Sega Man, can you read from the comments while I handle some business real quick? I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Yep. What's up to the chat, man? What's up, Daya? What's up, Hebot, my brother? What's going on, man? Daya, he's like, she's giving a shout out to Hebot. Paltrex, what's up, man? I wanted to say also, let me go back and shout out all my brothers that are in here. What's up, Tool Man? I'm glad you can join us. Paltrex, Emmanuel A1. We got my brother Hebot, the most powerful gamer, the first lady of Xbox. Daya 4568, always spitting that great knowledge. I always give you the love, Hebot. You're my brother, man. And I also shouted out our brother NWO Prime, man. My prayers were with him You know what I mean? Big shouts out to the OG NWO Prime. Big shouts out to 100 and Intro Media Gaming and Flip the Script, Flip Money. All the real diehard Xbox fans out here. You know what I mean? But yeah, the Indiana Jones thing. You know, when I watched the Hebot's video, I really watched the video and everything he said. It just makes perfect sense, man. It's not buffoonery or him trying to damage control Microsoft or Xbox. It's not. You know what I mean? And I for some reason, everybody that's in the chat, for some reason, they think this hurts us, and it doesn't hurt me at all. I'm not out here making 10, 15 videos crying up and down the street about Indiana Jones going to PlayStation, because I know the PlayStation tethers are not going to support Indiana Jones. They're not. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not, you know, but we know that's what they do. All they do is come over here and say Xbox is dead. They're getting out of the console business. Phil Spencer needs to be fired. Just the same old stuff. And you get tired of hearing that all the time. They never come with any true facts about anything when it has to deal with Xbox. They don't know what goes on behind closed doors, what decisions were being made behind the scenes. They don't know none of that. Yeah, I know you do, brother. I know you do. Let me put brothers Hebot's in the chat. Dad shot him out. Said Hebot, I should be thankful. You glad to know people like you. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, Day is a true gamer. She's a true lady gamer. She's a PC gamer. She's an Xbox gamer. She knows a lot about gaming. She had systems back in the day too. She's a true gamer. You know what I mean? So that's why we all connect very well, and we have a cohesive unit. No matter what podcast it is, if it's the Exile, which is the Xbox Warrior podcast with me, or Unlimited Truth, or the Wrecking Crew podcast with our brother Sega Forever, or even our brother Tuck with the Lions Den. He did a fantastic show the other day with me and E-Rock on it. So big shouts out to brother Tuck. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm talking about. This is what it's all about, guys. It's not about damage control and anything. I don't care, honestly. As a gamer, I don't care if it goes over there. To be honest with you, yes, I would like it to stay over here. What's up, Mr. Kima? Yes, I would like it to stay over here because he did a great, fantastic video back in the day about Cuphead going to these other consoles. And guess what happened? They didn't support Cuphead.
He's correct.
They did not support Cuphead, and Hebot knows that. We did the video on it. E-Rock does. They didn't. Anything that went over there, they did not support it like that. They just didn't. So for it to go over there, that's fine. That's fine. There's going to be some people that's going to buy Indiana Jones and play it on their PS5. And, hey, that's fine. But at the end all be all, at the end of the day, the PlayStation tethers, the ones that are out here that do nothing but come in podcasts and damage control, they're not going to buy the game. They're not going to support the game. People on Xbox support and buy games. That's why we keep getting more studios. That's why we keep getting more developers. Why? Because we're putting money into the ecosystem of Xbox. Am I right or am I right, E-Rock?
You've always been right. I've never heard you speak any nonsense. Hey, I know you might have already read some of the comments.
Which one? You want to read one?
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the comments, man. And these guys that follow you, man, these are OGs, man. Emmanuel A1 says Xbox has to do this though. There's over 70 billion on the line. This is how Xbox wins the console war. It makes a lot of sense, man. Other Zinc popped in.
Shouts out to Zinc.
Yeah, Cypher Type 1 says the hard truth of the matter is that most Xbox fans are upset that Xbox are not willing to be petty and get payback against PlayStation to the detriment of their own self-interest. Man, look, that's the most real shit I ever read, because me, myself, me and Sega Forever do want Xbox to get petty, but they're not going to do that. They're running a business, and so maybe this Cipher Type One guy is thinking with a he's thinking with a clear head.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I'm looking at these podcasts, man. These guys are just on point this morning. And I'm glad to see y'all thinking like that. Mr. Kima, Mr. Kima's been supporting the podcasters
Oh man,
for
yeah,
a minute. He
long
says
time.
it's going to get worse with the trolls. So start blocking all those PlayStation trolls that will come into the chat when you
Yeah,
podcast. Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Um,
he's right.
shout out to Toolman, Dia, all these guys. They make good points. Yeah, guys, this isn't the end of the world, man. You guys are still winning, and Game Pass has enabled it for you to win. I get it, man. It's just that these guys keep chirping. These PlayStation guys. You got Paris Lilly, who supposedly works for Forbes. He's chirping. You even got Michael Pachter putting in his 2 cents. But Michael Pachter is looking at it from a business standpoint. Michael Pachter is that white guy. He's an analyst for Wedbush Morgan, and you always see him giving his thoughts about gaming. He's usually wrong about shit. I don't know how this nigga kept a job for 20 years, but like apparently he got one of them jobs where you could fail upwards. But Michael Pachter's weighed in on it. You got guys like David Jaffe, who's the creator of God of War. He's weighed in on it. I mean, Phil Spencer, he just wants there to be no barriers between boxes and play games anywhere. But I do understand that he is in a fight. You are in a fight against PlayStation. And PlayStation played so dirty for so long. Sega Man knows this. They played so dirty for so long. They played dirty with the Dreamcast. They played dirty with Sega. They played dirty with Nintendo. They played dirty with Xbox. They've kept content off of Xbox, but now they no longer have the power. And now that Xbox has the power to crush PlayStation, they're not doing it. And Xbox fans are like, yo, why are you giving these guys a fucking lifeline? I get it. Look, man, I get it. Well, E-Rock, why are you so calm, man? What happened to me, man, is age and wisdom. And as you get older, you realize, look, man, I'm not getting all worked up and getting my blood pressure worked up and my heart rate worked up over things I cannot control, man. I used to get upset every time Warner Brothers, my favorite company of all time, would do some dumb shit, right? They fucking practically destroyed that brand. They fucking destroyed the DC universe and rebooted, which they didn't need to reboot. And I'll get mad and argue with Mr. 100. What are you getting mad about when these companies are going to do whatever it is they're going to do to make money? Um, Xbox hasn't gotten to the point that Warner Brothers has gotten to yet, but Xbox is just a lot of these games were never going to be exclusive or were timed exclusive, and it is what it is. We got to just get used to that, Sega man, and move on and enjoy gaming because at the end of the day, you're getting Indiana Jones for free while the other guys are getting paid, are paying for it. Yeah. Can you hear me, Sega man? Uh-oh. I think we lost Sega man. Yeah, we did lose Sega man. We lost him in his own podcast. Well, listen, I know that a lot of you are upset. You're upset about this. You're upset by this. It is what it is, man. It pisses me off that fucking John Campia, formerly of AMC Movie Talk, who was crying like a baby. Yeah, I know it's a pain in the ass. Seeing guys like John Campia who bitched and cried about, I want to play Indiana Jones. I want to play Indiana Jones on PlayStation. Why does he get to play one of our games? But it is what it is, man. We just gotta let this stuff go and we gotta move on and we gotta enjoy gaming. We have to enjoy gaming, you know, and just like Mr. Kima said, man, stay off of Twitter, stay off of Facebook, stay out of those Facebook chats, stay out of those Instagram chats, stay out of those chats because all you're gonna do is just see the trolling. You're gonna see the videos on YouTube, and it's gonna get you mad, man. And like somebody said, it's to the detriment of us. He bought what's going on, brother. Yeah, man, this is a great time to be a gamer, man. Like Sega Man, he was running off the list of so many games. Like I forgot the
Brother,
Gears
can
of
you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, man.
All right, something happened. What's going on?
I kept things going while you were going. Yeah, man. I forgot the Gears of War E-Day is coming, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
we got Avowed next year. We got so many games. Why are you crying about one? Why are you crying about one? We got so many fucking games. Like, we're in a better position than PlayStation. We're in a much better position. And we're getting Black Myth Wukong, the game that T Reapers go, we got Black Myth Wukong. Well, you do know that's a fucking timed exclusive, dude. It's good to know these things now before you start bragging about games. I
Right.
had to learn it the hard way. Yeah, we got Indiana Jones. Oh, it's a timed exclusive. Okay. I was wrong about shit. I was wrong. Move on. We're still getting it for free. Move on and just enjoy your gaming like Sega Man does. When you enjoy your games like Sega Man does, you don't have to worry about getting butthurt about these console wars, right, Sega Man?
Yeah, and then E-Rock, Dave asked you a question, brother. Did you see it? It says, E-Rock, what do you think about Xbox licensing other IP? The event this week is why I favor Xbox original IP over licensed IP.
I think that I think that Xbox. We mentioned this earlier before you popped in. They need to divest and diversify, and so however we get it and however they get it out there, I'm with it. I'm with it, man. Whether they're licensing IP to come on the box or licensing their IP to other people, it is what they're all doing this for a reason. There has to be some kind of reason that they're doing this, and I think it's got a lot to do with the shareholders. Whether people want to understand this or not, Dia and Sega Man, Xbox became successful under Phil Spencer. I'm gonna have to stop criticizing this dude because I don't think anybody could have did what he did. I couldn't have did it. It took a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of hard work to take us away from 2013, and he did it. Xbox is successful. They're making something like $3 billion per fiscal quarter. Game passes, they are making money, and so this is how you keep the money coming in. This is how you keep doing stuff, licensing IP. This is how you do it, and the console video game business is changing, and we all have to just catch up. I mean, I know it sounds hard because D is not invested in the console war like some of these people are, but it's personal to a lot of people out there. It's personal. Oh, Xbox has to keep their games to have an identity, and I'm sure they will keep some games to have an identity. But we just have to get used to this brave new world, man, and enjoy our games, or don't. I don't know what to tell you. I'm having a blast. Like yesterday, something dropped in Game Pass called Atlas Fallen. I didn't have to buy it. Did you see it?
I'm playing
Something.
that right now. I'm playing that right now.
See, boom. This how you know this nigga's a gamer. Like Atlas Fallen. Now I may not like Atlas Fallen. I didn't like Flintlock, but the fact is, boom, it just came in the Game Pass. Shit is dropping in Game Pass every week. This is madness, man. Like, just enjoy your gaming, man, and stay off of Twitter, like Mr. Kima said. That's all.
Deploy, you're a fraud, man. You're going to sell your Xbox and buy that PlayStation 5 Pro. You know that, man. Stop.
Oh man, you put Deploy out there. Don't do that,
man. Deploy, man. That dude got consoles. Look at him laughing because he knows I'm clowning him. Yeah, Deploy is always on deck, bro. He always come with the business, man. That's people like Deploy and brothers like Deploy and Dea and everybody in the chat. Big shots out to all y'all, man. I mean, hey, they're the ones that stood up, was in the trenches with us all these times, man. And it's not going to change things. And these PlayStation tethers, they know that it's not going to change nothing. Everybody you see in here is not going to change. It's not going to change things. They're not butt sore because you're getting Indiana Jones and it was a time exclusive, like E-Rock said. It's under Disney. It's not a Microsoft IP. It's not a Halo. It's not a Gears. If it was something like that, maybe you could be upset then. But I'm not really upset because I know that you're not going to buy and support the game. I know that. A few of you will, but everybody in the chat knows that.
And that's what Dee is talking about, man. Also, I think she's alluding to that too. Indiana Jones is an IP that Xbox is licensing from somebody else. They own the publisher, but the IP belongs to Disney. And Disney basically says, or Marvel with Blade, the Blade game coming out. Marvel and Disney say what they want. They say where they want their IP to go. So you really have no choice in that. And you want your piece of the pie, man. You go along with it, dude, and do what you got to do. Deploy it. I believe that Towerborn is coming out on PC first, and then it's coming out on Xbox. So I mean,
Okay.
again, man,
Okay.
Brave New World, man. It's just like it's coming, but we gotta wait a little bit longer. I know a lot of guys were looking forward to Towerborn, but it is coming to PC first. So it's coming to Xbox. We just have to wait a little bit more. We got so many games coming. My God, dude, Sega man.
Yeah.
I had to delete some shit off my hard drive, dude. I can't play all these games. We got too much shit
It's
over here
too
on Xbox.
many, and then you got yeah, man. Then you got to go out and get. That's the thing too, man. You know, you some of those prices of those memory cards or the you know the Seagate ones, they're coming down. But you're right. These games they just want too much. Has too much information, too many gigs. You know, they're huge. They're really huge, man. Terabytes. They're huge, bro. I mean, yeah, that's the truth. I even have to do that sometimes too, man, because they're too big. Or you can play it in the cloud.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It depends. Not every game is in the cloud, but Microsoft still gives you choices and different ways to play them damn games. Even if you can't afford a new, Seagate, the Seagate terabyte memory, you can you could do it on the cloud. That's what Tuck does. Tuck said I believe Tuck plays a lot of his games on the cloud. He does have some that are downloaded, but I think he plays a lot on the cloud. Like if you wanted to play Halo Master Chief Collection, I think you can do that in the cloud. But there's Gears of War games that you could play them on the cloud. So yeah, it gives you different ways to play the game, so you don't have to use up your memory. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a really good thing, bro. That's a real, especially if you have Game Pass. You're like, oh
yeah.
man, I only got like what? I only got like 10 gigs or I only got this much left. I can't. Then you just play it on the cloud. You don't have to install anything if you don't want to. You know what I mean?
Dia says Michael Pachter hasn't been wrong when it comes to Microsoft's moves with the ABK deal and their
Hmm.
Game Pass model. Yeah, you're right about that. Michael Pachter is a very analytical thinker. He has been wrong about a lot of stuff about as far as Nintendo and certain games being dominant but like he more often than not he scores most of the shots he takes, but a lot of the stuff he says is usually wrong. Like I said, man, it must be he's had that job for over 20 years. His video game analytics for Wedbush Morgan. I'm like, man, how do you get that game? I mean, how do you get that job? How do you get a job to be like wrong like 50% of the time? How can I get that? Like IGN, how is Destin Legary and fucking Ryan McCaffrey still working there? It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Me and Sega Man should be so lucky. We're
Yeah.
talking about gaming now clearer and more concise and less emotional than these guys. I learned to not be so emotional about shit because there's other things to get emotional about. You know what I mean? Like, if you got family, we're in the midst of the biggest election of the 21st century of our lifetime. There's other things to get emotional about besides video games, especially when we're winning. We like Sega Man always says, we good over here, dude.
We are. We
And
are.
this man has not lied. It's not we trying to gas each other. Listen, anytime you gotta delete shit off your hard drive, we got too many games.
And then everybody, what I like about the chat too, Yark, when we do our podcasts and different things, we keep each other informed. Like they're saying, yes, it'll be you saying this, it'll be coming Xbox. We keep each other informed about certain things that we might not or didn't hear about yet. That's what I do with Hebot and Unlimited. I'm not going to be in the know all the time, and I always either Hebot puts me down to some Xbox gaming or Unlimited or even Dea, Dea 2 and in Zinc sometimes. Like if I'm out of the know, I'll be like, guys, what happened? I heard something about this or whatever. And then just break it down, boom, break it down. Oh, all right, I didn't even know about that. So I like to stay in the loop, but sometimes I can't. I work a lot. Sometimes I don't be in the know about every single thing. But that's good that we all work together like a cohesive unit so we can stay on top of our Xbox game too. Because I'm not gonna know everything. Hebot,
Yeah.
man, that dude is an encyclopedia of Xbox.
No.
He knows everything in and out about Xbox and gaming in general. Period. He's one of the most like awesome guys I ever met, E-Rock, in my life that knows gaming. Seriously, I mean, you know, he knows a lot about back in the day. So do you, about and different things like that. Shit, I didn't know. There's some shit I never even knew until Hebot put me down the game that I didn't even know about, bro. I'm like, man, I didn't know that, Hebot. Wow, you know.
Take a man. Give me 5 minutes, so when I come back, we can close out. Okay.
Yeah, we'll close out, man. Yeah, no problem.
I'll be right back in 5. I'm sorry, man. Give me 5 minutes.
No, it's all right. Go ahead. So I want to give a big shout out to the chat, everybody in here, man. I'm so glad y'all here. It was just a little short podcast I wanted to do with E-Rock. You know, he hit me up. He said, "Hey, man, let's do a little short podcast about what you think about what was said from Phil Spencer about Indiana Jones, you know, and going to PlayStation, and Phil Spencer, you know, saying that those games weren't going over. He did say that. I mean, it was on Unlimited Productions podcast he did, and that's fine. There's like Hebot said, and I believe this too. There's something behind also why stuff like that is going on. I believe there's a bigger picture to what Xbox is trying to do, and that's fine. It doesn't bother me. Shouts out to Mr. Kima, man. Let me give a big shout out to Mr. Kima. Big shouts out to you, Mr. Kima, my brother. Always put me in also in the know, and coming in here spitting some great facts about Xbox gaming. Big shouts out to all you guys. You know what I mean? And you know, and sometimes I just not be in the know. You know what I mean? I deal with a lot of family things. I like to spend time with my kids, do things with my kids. You know, going back to school. My wife, we do things. But when there's time, yeah, I'll get on the gaming thing. But I was mostly focused on working right now. That's why I've been doing these podcasts and spending time with my family, because you know that family first, you know, game second, you know. But I'm glad that you guys come in here and rock out with me, you know, when we talk about gaming in general. But I'm telling you guys what, I'm not upset at all. They can do whatever they want, but we all know in here that they're not going to support it. You know, the PlayStation tetherers, they're not going to support it, man. They're not. We support games, all of us. Everybody in here buys games, invests into Game Pass, all that stuff, man. Everybody, especially when we all get together and we start talking about, man, we're all excited for what's coming out. We talk about Perfect Dark, Avowed. Let's not forget about Avowed, guys. We got that coming in day one. Don't have to pay regular price. That's Brother Unlimited's game. He's anticipated game he's waiting for. You know, Warhammer. Brother Hebot's looking forward to Warhammer. Different games. There's different games for everybody, and that's what's good about Xbox, man. There's different games for everybody. Every genre of game, you know, is in Game Pass. No matter if it's an indie game, an 8-bit, 16-bit, whatever. Stalker, just like Dan says, Stalker 2. I cannot wait to play that. I got the collection. I bought the collection with Microsoft points, guys. I got the whole collection, and that was only on PC. That was only on PC, and it came to Xbox. You know, I bought that. You know, Dad's putting down more games. Flight Simulator 2024, the Sim. Flight Simulator 24. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Sims. Different games for everybody, and I try everything. We all do. Dea can tell you this. Dea tries every game. We all try all different types of games that come in Game Pass. It might not be something we like, but at least we download it and play it. And if we don't like it, we uninstall it. You know, we try everything that comes into Game Pass. We're not going to like every single game. Everybody doesn't like every single game that comes out on Game Pass, but at least we support the brand. And you might like those games. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, I hear you about that. And thank you for coming in, Lion. Mr. Lion Blood, 1977. Let's welcome Mr. Lion Blood, 1977, man. He comes in and it's coming up right now. He said, I enjoy the podcast. I'm 47 years old now. There is way too much crazy stuff going on in the world to be getting all over emotional about video games going to other boxes. And Mr. Line, I'm telling you what, 1977, man, I'm gonna have to tell you, brother, I have to agree. I have to agree on that, man. If like I said, if they get Indiana Jones, that's fine, bro. I don't care. If that's what you want to play on your console, then go on ahead. You're not bothering me by doing it. And what I have, the problem we have, Mr. Line Blood 1977, we have these fake PlayStation tethers that come over here and they just try to damage control all the time about saying how Microsoft is Xbox is dead, it's dying, it's going away. Phil Spencer needs to be fired. You know, different things like that. You know what I mean? And we just get tired of hearing it. We hear it all the time. Something happens with the Xbox Lion, they always have something stupid and dumb to say that comes out of their mouth. They're not very knowledgeable in gaming whatsoever. You know what I mean? They always come over here and do that, and they get caught with their pants down because they don't know what they're talking about. You know, when they come over here to an Xbox-centric channel and they try to spew all this toxicity out here. You know, they do. There is Xbox dudes out there now. I'm not going to lie. I got to put them on Front Street, put them on blast. There is ones out there that get too over emotional about it. And then they even said, oh, man, I'm going to sell my Xbox. I'm going to sell my Xbox, man. I might as well get a Nintendo Switch or a PlayStation or whatever. I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's your money. If you want to sell your PlayStation, your Xbox to get a PS5 or a PS4 or a Switch, go ahead. You're not hurting me. I'm still going to be enjoying Xbox games and Ultimate Game Pass. It's the best thing in gaming right now. You know, it's the best thing, and it's most affordable. It is the most affordable. Nobody ever wants to talk about that. Ultimate Game Pass is the most affordable way to play your games on your PC, because I play them on my laptop. I am a console guy, but if I choose to, I can play it on my laptop. I can play it on my phone, and guess what? I have the Fire Stick that supports it, and I can play it through my Fire Stick now, my 4K Fire Stick on my TV if I want to play it on there. So you can play Xbox games anywhere. And I think that's what they're really trying to do. Some people might not agree with that, but they want Xbox in every house. They want to offer you their games. They're not forcing you to buy anything. It's just an offer. If you don't like Xbox, don't buy an Xbox, you know? And then Mr. Lion says, believe me, I understand. I get tired of all those people, but is what it is the point? We get it before them. Things are changing in the industry. Game Pass saved me so much money. Brother, you're right. I have to agree with you on that, man. I have to agree with you on that. That is the truth. Game Pass does save a lot. Look, Game Pass saves Brother E-Rock a ton of money. You don't have to go out and buy every game.
You ain't
know what I'm
lied.
saying?
You ain't lied. Hey, Shaker, man, I'm sorry, man. I had to go check on Mom's real quick. My apologies.
Well, check it out, man.
Hey, man, no, I'm back, man. Everything's good. I'm back. Right. Yo, man, you ain't lied, man. Game Pass saves me thousands of dollars a year.
Yeah, it does. It does, and there's a lot of people, like E-Rock said this a long time ago, Mr. Lion, and thank you for coming, man, and please come back and check out all our channels, brother. You're very welcome to always come and rock out with us, man, and spit some games, some true gaming knowledge over here, brother, on the Exile podcast, brother. We really appreciate you coming over, man, and welcome. But he's right about that. Like my brother E-Rock used to say, he would say, well, I don't really collect video games. I don't have the room. I like having digital, and that's fine. E-Rock can have digital. He has all these games all on his Xbox, and it doesn't take up any space. It doesn't take up any space at all. So it doesn't matter if you're physical or digital. I'm both, but it doesn't matter. But the main thing is, E-Rock don't have to leave his house. He has Ultimate Game Pass. He got his apps he watches through. That's why it's called the Xbox One. It's all in one. So I
Hmm.
mean, you know, it's easy street over here. It's easy street with Xbox. You know what I mean? That's how we feel about it. If people feel differently, that's fine. I ain't trying to change nobody's
If,
mind. I'm happy
if
with what I got.
if you a gamer, like if you a gamer, like man, Sega man, this is what we dreamed about. We never imagined this. Like Sega Man, Hebot, and Unlimited Production, they have digital collections and physical collections, right?
Yeah,
So if anything ever happens to their digital collection, God forbid, they've got a huge physical library. Hebot and Sega Man got a huge physical library going back to the goddamn television or the Atari. But like you know, I never imagined a consumer product console this but 4 generations. Like
hmm,
that's crazy, man. I could just go play like Blinks the Time Sweeper, or I could
yeah,
play an
yeah,
original OG Xbox game, and then
yeah.
go play a Xbox 360 game, like the first Gears of War, and then go play Sunset Overdrive, and then go and play something like the Medium or the Gunk that just came out on Xbox Series X. Like 4 generations on one console and a $20 a month service where I have access to hundreds of games, hundreds of franchises that I can't play with new stuff come. This is what we always dreamed about, man. Me and a buddy of mine's, he's no longer with us. He was like, man, I wish I could play, you know, all the old games on one console.
Hmm.
Or, our friend from England, the Welsh gamer. This was in 2018, man. He was like, man, I really wish I could play the OG original Xbox games on Xbox. Phil Spencer, make it happen. And they made it happen. Like, yo, man, this is what me and Sega Man dreamed about, man. One console to rule them all. I'm not
Yep.
knocking PlayStation or Nintendo. It's just their ecosystem just isn't for me anymore. And I was part of
Nope.
the PlayStation. I was a PlayStation guy, and I had a SNES, and I had an N64. Their ecosystems just aren't for me no more, man. But Xbox is like I find that crazy that 4 generations of games is under one roof. Man, you gotta kill me to tear me apart from my fucking Xbox. I love that console. It's, well, you're an Xbox. Well, so be it. Then I'm an Xbox.
I'm an
I just
Xbot then.
yeah,
Yep.
the ecosystem works for me, and Game Pass has just gotten better and better and better and better. And we just gotta wait. Man. We just gotta sit back and wait. Besides your third party games, you're gonna buy like Assassin's Creed. You know that this holiday you take. Indiana Jones is coming for Christmas. You know that Stalker is coming around November. Like, man, that's crazy. Oh, I already got Call of Duty preload. All that stuff is already preload.
Yeah.
You can
Yep.
you can preload Stalker, Indiana Jones, and the next Call of Duty now. Like, dude, just set who it,
Yep.
like who, Sega Man. Who wouldn't buy? And I'm saving money because I might not want to buy Stalker. I may not want to buy Indiana Jones. I may not want to buy. Well, I know I don't want to buy Call of Duty, but like I don't have to now. Like it's a no brainer, dude.
And E-Rock, I put up Mr. Lyon's comment. Read what he put there, man.
All right, Mr. Lion Blood 1977 says, plus I get a few $100s in Xbox rewards a year just doing all their daily stuff.
Right.
Xbox just gives us so much. I use the free rewards to buy third-party games on the Black Friday sales. Mr. Lion is smart. And
Yeah.
that summer sale they just had, man, Mr. Lion, they was giving away games 3 or 4 for like
Yes,
$8.
it
I was like,
was.
ain't no way. Boom, I got it. Like, yo, man, these sales be banging. But see, that's because of all the savings from having Game Pass. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a no-brainer. Deploy says, thanks to Game Pass, I get more money for other games. Yo, dude, it's like this shit's like a no-brainer, man. Like
Yep.
you got guys over there jumping for joy because they paying $70 for Indiana Jones. Hey man, knock yourselves out.
That's
Knock
the
yourselves
thing. That's the
out.
thing, E-Rock. They're not. You'll see when it's time for all this to come and hit the pavement. They're not going to support the game. They're not.
You said that about Sea of Thieves, and you said that about Hi-Fi Rush, and you were right.
They're not going to support it. Unlimited said it. They all said it. They're not going to support the game. They only do that for shits and giggles to make in front of, or try to make in front of, like, people that like Xbox. That's the only reason why they're on here. They play Roadblocks, Fortnite, and they play NBA 2K and maybe Madden. That's all they play over there. Those other games, and I can talk crap now. I have a PS4 now.
Mm-hmm.
So I can talk crap now. I
Man,
paid $25 for it. I did it a trade at my exchange.
you got all
And
the consoles, dude.
and the only reason why I got it, E-Rock, I'm an Xbox dude. Deploy, everybody knows I'm an Xbox dude. The only reason why I got this thing is
You're a
because
collector.
there's old school games on there that will not ever see the light of day on Xbox, ever.
You ain't lied.
And he said, hey, he's like, Sega man, when you get a chance, you might as well just get one, because you're not going to see those fighting games, those shmup games. You're not going to see. They're not coming to Xbox. They refuse to do that. They're in their old Japanese ways and refuse to put their games on an American box. That's why I got it. That's the only reason why I got that thing. Only reason. That's the only time I turn it on. If I ever sell E-Rock on some good shmup games that never made it to Xbox, or fighting games that never made it, that are like, I don't know, $5, $3 or $4. That's the only reason why I got it. It's like an old school, like I consider an old school machine that has games on it that I can't get on other systems, that won't come out. It's the only reason why I got the thing.
I get it.
And I'm like, man, it's a shame how, it's a shame, E-Rock, how, and E-Rock, he might have said this. Why is it all the time Xbox give games to them, but we never really honestly get anything from them that's really good? Stray, nobody's really playing Stray. We got Hellblade, and we made Hellblade bigger than it ever was. We showed that we supported Hellblade 1, and we bought the studio, and we supported Hellblade 2. Now look where they're at. Because when those games come over here, it doesn't matter what it is, E-Rock. When their games come over here, let's say Stray, there's a lot of people when that game came over that bought and played that game. They bought it more over here than they did on the PlayStation. That is proof in the pudding that people on Xbox buy and support IP more than they do on the PlayStation ecosystem. But they never talk about that, E. They never, ever, ever want to talk about that because they know it's true. They know it's true. Like, there's certain games you won't come over on the Xbox that people want. And if it did, that's more money for them. That's more money for them. I don't know what they're not seeing, E. It's more money for them. But they won't do it.
You're right, Sega man. I'm still waiting for you to be wrong, but you're always right, dude.
Yeah, they won't do it. Oh, they make up something. What they make up about the one game, E? Frame rate is not going to work right, or we're going to work on a frame. Like, they make up these stupid things of why they can't port it to the Xbox. What game was that? Was that Capcom fighting game? It was some game they were saying, the framework, we got to work on a framework or something like that. Something Hebot was telling me.
Yeah, we need to optimize it or some bullshit.
Something like that. And that's why it didn't come out on the Xbox. That's why it just came out on the Switch and PlayStation. Man, I don't want to hear that. That's a lie. That's a lie, man. That is a lie, E. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro.
I know.
But yeah, E, man, is there any last thoughts or anything else real quick? Any last thoughts you want to close out on the podcast about what's going on?
Oh no, man! I'm just glad I got the chance to touch up on that with you, because I had so limited time last time we talked to our boy DJX Tuckmaster. But it was great to sit down and talk with you about Indiana Jones. Now that we had a couple of days to think about it, and now that we have clear heads and are thinking with clearer heads, man. And like Sega Man says, man, we're still eating good and we're still winning over here at Xbox.
Yeah,
man.
We are.
There's no reason to get upset because you can't fight your console war no more. You're getting Indiana Jones for free. So how did these guys win? They paying $70. You want to pay $70 for our games? Knock yourself out.
Yeah. AAE. Yeah, they don't. I don't know why these guys out here. They just I don't know what's wrong with them. They need big boy pants. They need a belt. Keep their pants up, bro. Because I don't understand why they're tripping over stuff like this. They act like anything that happens with Xbox, like what Phil Spencer did. Oh my God,
And again,
it's
oh man,
over. They're
oh,
panicking over it. Like, I don't know, like they ran out of toilet paper at the store and they don't know what they're gonna wipe their ass with later. I don't know. They just freak out over it. I'm like, why are you guys freaking out because they're getting Indiana Jones? It's not hurting nothing, man. It's not
uh-huh,
hurting nothing. It's not
mm-hmm.
doing nothing to Microsoft or Xbox. Are you serious right now? You know how much this company's worth, dude? It's not doing nothing to them. You guys don't understand. It's a big, big, huge company. You're not hurting Microsoft or Xbox by getting Indiana Jones, and they know that because they even know you're not going to support it. They know that, E-Rock. They know that. I know Phil Spencer. They're not going to. They know they're not going to support that game, even if
I
it
know,
goes over there.
I
Sarah
know.
Bond,
Sega
all
Man is
them.
botting out, so I think it may be time for
Hello, you hear me?
the time, man.
You hear me? All right.
Sometimes, yeah, you're botting out a little bit, man. Sometimes the internet connections aren't reliable, but
Well, let's well on that E. Let's close it out, man. It was a great doing another podcast with you, E. And you always hit me up, E. If you ever want to do
always,
a podcast, we can, man. We'll try to get some of the other brothers in there too.
yeah,
I miss
man, of
Zink.
course,
Zink been I mean, Zink does you take care of his mom, so he's real busy
yeah,
and plus he
yeah.
works.
He's busy too, man. Hey, man,
And
the chat was fire, man. Deploy
yeah,
once
big
again.
shots out to
Yeah,
chat, man.
have a good weekend, Deploy. Mr. Lionblood, 1977. Thanks for joining us. That's our first time seeing him, I believe. Dia was here.
Google
Um,
poll.
yeah, Gogo Pole. Who else? Mr. Keemer was here. I mean, he's a steady hand. Emmanuel always has had our back. Hey
I
man, the
haven't
chat.
seen him in a minute.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
the
Emmanuel one in a minute, man.
Tool Man, Tool
Tool
Man,
man, yeah.
Tool Man 55 is always on the scene, man. Yo, man, the
Yep.
chat was fire, man, because Fatal Sharad, we just sit down and just talk gaming, man. We just, Cypher Type 1. I mean, a lot of
Yep.
guys I haven't seen before, but man, I
Yeah.
mean,
I'm
I'm
glad they join us,
yeah,
man.
yeah, man.
Hey, we
I'm
got a
glad
new
to,
guy, Mr. Lion Blood 1977.
yeah, man. I'm glad the Sega Man channel is thriving, man. But hey, man, it's always good to hang out with you, Sega Man. And do our thing and talk gaming. And hopefully, we could talk gaming next week without the Xbox community having a stroke again. Because goddamn,
Oh, I know, bro. I know they're tripping, bro. I mean, they're really tripping out, man.
Hey, Sega Man, I'm gonna sell my Xbox for real this time. Just wait, just you wait.
Yeah. That's exactly what they do, man.
Oh man, they be
E,
bugging.
that's exactly what they do, man. That's
I'm
every
get-
time something happens.
if Xbox do one more thing, I'm getting rid of my Xbox. Oh my god.
Wow.
Just play your games, man. God damn, it ain't that hectic, bro.
Yeah, they be tripping, man. But hey, guys, I want to thank y'all for coming and rocking out with me, E-Rock. You guys enjoy the rest of your Friday and your weekend, and hey, get some gaming in, man. Or if you have, you have a family, play together with your family, or hey, man, spend time with your loved ones, because gaming's always going to be here. Your loved ones are not. So
That's right.
spend some time with your family. Family's number one in my book, man. Gaming second. But guys, on that note, man, me and E-Rock are going to get out of here. E-Rock's going to get back to doing what he got to do. I got to go put my grind in later. Mr.
Mhm.
Blood 77. Thank you, brother, for coming. You're always welcome to come to our podcast. We got the Unlimited Truth with Unlimited Productions. We got the Xbox Warrior podcast with me and E-Rock, the Exile podcast with our brothers Hebot. All of us, man. We got a couple of podcasts that we're on, even the Lions Den with Tuckmaster, man. So you'll see in the description, man. But thank you for coming and rocking out with us, man. And guys, remember, hey, we're eating good over here, man. And there's no power greater than X. Peace, baby.
All right. Good shit. Good shit, Sega Man. Good shit.
Good stuff, man. Hey, it was good to. Hey, man, it was weird to see you. I never seen you in the car. I'm like, where's E going, man? He must be going somewhere. I never see you in the car. The last time I seen you in the car was one time when we were younger, when we started doing the podcasts. I went back and watched watching all your videos. And I watched all these videos, and I seen one with you in the car, and you was talking about gaming. It was a video from a while, way back.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And I remember when you used to do it on the porch. You'd be on the porch, like the little porch. Yeah, and in front of your house there. I remember all that, man. I was watching all those videos. That's when you was with the Welsh Gamer and all them too. So that was way back then, bro.
Yeah, man. I was running errands 2 days ago, and I saw Tucker sitting on a link I said, you know what, man? I've never been on the Lions Den podcast because Tuck has that shit at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock at night, 4:30 in the afternoon.